In seconds, one of the most exciting qualifying sessions going to be underway. Good evening for every viewers and spectators. The location is the well-known Spa-Francorchamps, the place which already gave home lots of exciting races. This qualifying will play an important role today, since as we are getting close to the final round, the last two races are usually the most important. Mathematically, only the first 15 drivers have the chance to get the championship, but Zachary Fitzwater, Daniel Adventure, Joel Hutter, Eden Sermon, Jorge Carinti, Annie Baraki, and Chuck McCarthy are completely out from the battle for the title. Today I'm commenting both the quali and the race alone, so unlike the GP2 and the previous DTM race, this won't be a double commentary. The track has some new features that I will presentate under the quali. And we are waiting now for a session to get underway. Looking at the weather, we're gonna have a fully dry race, and yes, fortunately I am hearable in the stream. I was a bit afraid that I'm not. So yes, as for the championship, Michael Mocho still leads the leaderboard with 38 points. Behind him, Balin Soga is the second with 33, and Roland Mutjan, thanks for his previous third position, he got up to third place with 30 points. So as for the points, as for the result, and as for the position in the title fight is the same. So all of them are containing a 3 number. The 25-minute qualifying has started, which means all of the drivers have 25 minutes to discuss between each other, and of course, most importantly, battle the positions out and battle the pole position out. As I've just said that pretty amazingly. Of course, as always, you guys can ask any questions, and I try to answer them as the best possible way. I thought Ronald Mutyan gonna be the first driver who's gonna be out at the track, but Balin Solga is actually the other Hungarian who will complete a lap for the first time. As I said, and as I mentioned before, there are some new features in the track. There are few changes compared to the other versions of the track. One of these major changes are that at the last corner there is the chicane version, so it's not the old version. The drivers are going to the left then the right, but if I know correctly, the new version where you go to the right and the left. As for your question, Megol, I don't want to talk about that for some reason, more like private reasons. But later on, after the broadcast, I will tell my opinion about that, because believe me, I have many about it. And I hope that the stream is on a good quality, so everyone can see everything as crystal clear, likewise the last time. So guys, entering the third sector now. So as for the drivers are going through, and as for Sol going through this section, we can see the track, and I don't think I should tell you guys what kind of track is this. It's so famous, so well known. As Soga is starting the lap. As for the Ferrari, I'm not sure about Spa or Monza. Both of them are power tracks, and Ferrari is really famous about their powers. Even though they said they could have add more downforce to the car, because with this power package what they have at the moment, the car is only good for some tracks, which are the power tracks in the calendar, like Canada, Belgium, or Italy. So the team has logically only chance here to win or getting closer top teams. Soga is getting 29-1 as for the very first sector timer. So far I can know that if it's a good time or not, but as the other drivers are raining down and the times are raining down, then we can see, and I can tell if that the first sector is good or not. So far, he's not making any mistakes, driving the car smoothly and seemingly fast. But the time's gonna tell more. I said the Ferrari might get close to the top teams. I said that because the Ferrari is not really a top team anymore. It's only the third power on the grid. The Red Bull jumped them, obviously. And mainly because of Gasly, who got actually fired from Red Bull and got replaced by Albon. I saw guys doing 1:17.7 as for the second sector and entering the third. They got switched with Alex Albon and Gasly got demoted back to Toro Rosso, which I see a logical step after he's not doing anything useful to Red Bull, and mainly because of him, uh, the team is not in the second place at the moment. But let's talk about Nasoga, who is finishing his lap, which is a 90 47.9, but Motyan is already improving on that. Like let's check McCarthy, and so far, as the statistics are, every drivers are improving. Some of them a lot, some of them not that much. Fitzwater is the first who breaks the chain and can't improve and coming back at second place. As for these DTM cars, on the straight they can go pretty fast. So these DTM cars are similar to the Ferrari in 2019. So they have lots of powers, but as for aero and downforce, they are not that strong and not that much. But I'm not saying useful because this would be a bad word for that. Mocho, Jans, the red car behind, who is Boyman. Everyone is raining down. Some of the drivers are at pretty surprising positions, but I didn't really thought they're gonna be there. But yeah, Ibabo is only 16. And sometimes Ibabo is not finding his pace and his form at some track is not really good for him. As for the first hit, Hoga currently took the lead with a 1:47.3. I'm really curious if we're gonna have a 9th pole sitter because we have 8 different pole sitters in this season. Curious to see if we're gonna have a 9th. If Hakarinti is winning the qualifying, that means he's gonna be the 9th. Yes, I just make sure it's 9. And talking about tomorrow, I'm curious if we're gonna have a 12th race winner because we have 11 different racers who won the races in this season. By names is Ron Motyan, Daniel Adventure, Victory Bobo, Balin Soga, Bence Waldinger, Fernando Firo, Adam Wolf, Felix Zontag, Andy Higgs, Thomas Bennett, and David Kubok. I missed one race only because Roland Motyan is the only guy who could win twice in the season. And basically, he's the only guy who could do that bravura. He can be proud of himself because aside him, no one really could repeat the same. All of the cars are nearly in the box except Ibubu and Sermon. Sermon just entered now. Of course, the cars who left the pit late, they're gonna come back to the pits later, and now Jans have to stop and push some cars away from his way. Stopping in a pretty weird position, so this is what's happening when some of the drivers, Jans is getting pushed through the wall, and maybe it's because by his teammate, and okay, this is amazing to see, like I can't even say anything. Magically his car is going pushed through everything and everyone, and oh my god, it's so amazing. But somehow he reached his final position. It was like something something miraculous. Only if Harry Potter would cast a magic spell. And here we go through the walls, through the fires and the flames, and everything. As Cupok is out of the track. I'm just feel sorry for myself because I wanted to say a meme at the beginning of the broadcast, which I missed. So yeah, if I'm gonna have the chance next time, I will definitely do because it's worth it. Because memes are life. Because I have to say. I have to say these. It's not that if they would pay for me, but you know, I like to entertain people. This is why I wanted to be a commentator. Obviously, but only later. If anyone heard about the Article 13, Florian is talking about that. And that Article 13 is gonna get work from 2020, I think, or 2011, I'm not sure. So time to use a VPN to connect to outside countries, and we'll be able to watch memes continuously. They won't be blocked. Even if all people decided about that new law, like those old people who are not really seen any computer in their lives, and I bet they don't even know what memes are and what is internet, you know, back from the Stone Age. And yeah, like we should refresh the voters in the EU Parliament a little. No offense, but you know, yeah, that's good for you. That's good for you. You're not in the EU, so like it's a problem for us who are actually like UPOC. Like UPOC is doing his lab, and we are going so political now. So I'd rather not talking about that here in the stream. I would rather concentrate on the qualifying of the DTM because yeah, I don't like to go into politics, mainly not when my voice is recorded and it's on the internet. It's not the most luckiest. Like UPOC is losing around 3/10 compared to Carinti. And since Kupok is at 8th place, if he keeps losing the time at this rate, he won't improve at all, but we have to wait for the second sector at the end of the second sector, and it's gonna be a better point to talk about. And if you look at the comment section, we can see Robert Ionescu and his little EU4 addiction. Nah, just kidding. It's a good game, by the way. Like, if you want the ice, you can try it out. Like, Upok is losing approximately 6/10 now, so he won't improve for sure, only if he's using the Nitro or the Rocket ship at the last sector. But he, of course, won't because that would be cheating. But you know, guys, everything is possible. Oh yeah, EU4 is a different region of the European Union because you know they um, because they shared the union to 4 places where the Article 13 will work. By Saga is improving. Nah, don't take me serious, I'm just kidding. Here comes Ronald Motyan. The field is full of Hungarians, I'm so proud of them, by the way. Motyan is improving to 5th place, which he needs for a title fight. McCarthy is taking away the 5th place, while Mocho is starting the lap. Fitzwater is taking the lead, so Fitzwater can say that we are number one. Hey! And Fitzwater is having the lead so far. Mazontag is improving to 15. Bennett is not improving at all. Hutter is coming to the 5th place. People must love 5th place because first Mochan, then McCarthy, then Waldinger, then Hutter are both improving to 5th place. Our third Hungarian boy is coming here. Not really an improvement. Firo with basically nothing. Carinti might take the lead, but no. Adam Wolf improving to 10th. I just tried to figure it out if the time's gonna be close or not. This might be a good one from Ibobo, and it's good enough for the P3 position, which I said I would pretty weird because I didn't want to say that, but okay. Sai Perez not gonna improve. Oh, I was wrong. He actually improved tonight. I should stop assuming about the times. Jans is not looking like he gonna improve. He did. Okay, I stop assuming it's not my day today as for that. Boyman to 15, Jans to 21st, Adventure 22nd, so it's not the best time for them. And here comes the championship leader Michael Mocho, who is so far the 30th place. It's not an impressive qualifying from him, but usually we could get used to from Mocho that he's not really strong at the qualifiers. his race pace usually is more impressive than the one-time laps. But what I'm talking about, he's improving to P10, even if that won't be enough for him. Well, for the guys who are at the back of the field at the moment, Rancians can feel a little sorry for himself because he's actually being at 8th place in the Drivers' Championship, and that 21st place is, how should I say it, it's not the position he got used to. Mainly that he won some races as well. I'm just got outside of everything, and Jans win so much races. If we add those races together, we got the result 0, because basically he didn't win any races, even though he has 2 pole positions. So it's time for him to win a race, even if Mocho and Soga and Waldinger and Mutyan and all the others won't really approve with them because they want the win and they want the points. Obviously, the second heat is over now. We are only waiting Michael Mocho to get into the pace, but he started his flying lap quite late. So he might miss out on a heat or two. This is the second heat. If I'm correct, it might be 4 some drivers, but I guess 3 for most of them. There will be one more for sure because there is 10 minutes left, and in 10 minutes they could do a warm-up lap, a timed lap, then an then an I want to say out lap, but it's a finish lap, but just I don't know how they say it. Well, if he has 3 pole positions, I mean Jans, then you guys should update the GP4 Wikipedia as for the results, because Jans is having a pole position at Barcelona, Nürburgring, and what you mean, Bruno is taken by Michael Mocho. So yeah, for me it is 2, because if the Wikia says 2, then I believe it's 2. Exactly, Flo. Just I'm not that professional that I don't know these English calling so well, so I just create some new ones for myself, asserting my dominance in the whole GP4 community as a commentator. No, I was talking about Jans, because I was talking about that if we had the won races of Jans, we got the results of 0, even though he has 2 pole positions. I said that. Yeah. Michael Mocho is actually Michael Mocho. Where is Michael Mocho? Oh, here's Michael Mocho. Michael Mocho actually didn't win any races either, even though he has 3 pole positions, which is quite surprising for me. Because newly, since I'm commentating, Mocho is not the, how should I say this, fastest on one lap, even though his race pace is more impressive. Thomas Bennett is the first who started the third wave. And if Bennett wants any chance to win this race, he should at least improve 2 more positions. I would say fourth too, but I don't know. I would realistically give him P3 after yes, I just stop moving my eyes from the screen to the comment section, because I don't even remember what I said, but you guys are memeing everything what I say. And I was just looking at the screen and I was like, when did I say that? I just forgot. So far, Bennett is losing 2/10, and I'm not sure if he can improve on that. It would be good for him, for sure. Let's see the end of the second sector, and it's a lot. No, he won't. He won't improve. He can hope that he can be part of the fourth wave or the fourth heat. Basically, this is his only hope that he can improve his positions, because in this lap it's 100% he won't be able to do anything. If he's unlucky, he will be at 48 as for the time. And nearly 48. Michael Mocho is behind Thomas Bennett. Sermon is improving to 15. Boyman is starting his lap. Mochan is coming. And his time is not enough good. He hits 48. Cupok comes up to P5. The P5 squad is back again. So far, only 4 people try to get P5 and stole it from each other, which means Bennett is back to P6. And for surprise for me, Zontag is coming. Improves to P16. Firo not improving. Hutter improving to 4th. Oh! Hutter is causing surprise here. Soga? Soga is 2nd! Okay, guys, so some of the drivers are drastically improving. Annie Paraki is also improving to P7. Most of the guys are drastically improving, and for Soga, the 2nd place is really useful and it comes really handy. Paris is coming with a good time. Paris is P7 now. He could improve. Andy Higgs. Let's see. Andy Higgs with a good time as well. He's P7, taking away from Perez. Just said that it's my positions, don't dare to hold it from me. Carinti seemingly won't improve at all. Wolf not improving either. Waldinger likewise. Ibobo can't. Jans is coming, and Jans is... where is Jans? Oh, it's 21st. I was hoping that he's in the top 5, but I forgot he's the 25th only. Jans is coming. It's not a bad time either. And P6. Of course it's not a bad time. Finally he showed something. Mocho is only 12th. He got back from P10. Boyman is not improving. And this is the end of the 3rd wave officially. Where is Thomas Bennett? Thomas Bennett is only 13th. Thomas Bennett, who was just P5th or P5 at some minutes ago, he just got out of top 10. And this is where the interesting part comes, because the drivers, so like Mocho, Boyman, Jans, who finished their time a little late, they might not have the chance to get the 4th wave. And if somebody is missing out on that 4th wave, that might mean and that might consume important seconds and important positions, but we will see. So far we are going through the drivers, and I'm getting surprised that some of the drivers are getting at the back. For example, Motian is only 16th, where Motian was 3rd before. Then there is Wolf, who actually could win a race in this season. I'm also a bit surprised about Tomaselli, but after Tomaselli is showing us some impressive moves on the race, he's not really being able to show anything extraordinary, unfortunately. Three minutes remaining from this qualifying session, and as I was hoping, it's an interesting and important qualifying session. Not to mention it's exciting, and several drivers are coming out from the pits. Yes, like Daniel Adventure, who really needs to improve, and Roland Motian behind him. Who it was the 3rd, or only 2 drivers? Seems like only 2 drivers left the pit, so I was counting 3. That was Zontag. Yeah, Zontag came a little later. Fitzwater. Okay, these drivers will have the time for sure to do another qualifying lap. Hutter is out, Bennett is out. I'm counting back now because the drivers who are in the pits have around 20 seconds now for getting out on the track. If they are not doing that, if they are not able, Sermon is out. Sermon will do a timed lap as well. 10 seconds only. Solga will 2, 3, 2, 1. Perez might do it. Chuck McCarthy, maybe, but whoever comes after McCarthy, he has no chance at all. McCarthy is a big question mark for me. So Q-Pop won't be able to improve, which is a bit of shame because, well, not a bit of shame because he's only 11th. But the guys after McCarthy won't be able to improve at all. Okay, so I'm collecting some bread for adventure. Okay, so let's see adventures time. He's only last, so he can push the car to their limits. He has no chance to lose anything. If he's throwing the car away, then he stays last. If he's not, he can only improve, and he can only show us where he belongs to. He is through a rouge. As for our eyes, these runs are pretty smooth and seem pretty fast, but lets the clock and lets the timer talk. Adventure's first set are actually pretty good, only 178 thousandths of a second is the pace compared to Fitzwater. Even if it's not an improvement, so far this is looking like a good first sector. The most important part, as I said, the second sector, which is full of corners and the downforce comes really important here. Most of the drivers are doing these sectors are the same. Adventure must show something. Adventure must show something to us. The guy who is driving this car is out of the title convention. He won't be able to get the title no matter what he is being at P17 as Drivers' Championship. But hopefully McCarthy could start the time. McCarthy could start the lap. As I said, it's gonna be really important for the good timing, and McCarthy could make that. Back to Adventure. After the second sector, Adventure is coming at the second time, and the time is pretty bad, unfortunately. So if he's losing the time like that at the third sector, he won't be able to improve at all, which is a big shame for him and big shame for the spectators as well, because we was hoping for a good improvement from Adventure, and I was hoping that as well, but sometimes it's not really working out. Adventure is coming at the last corner. Maybe he can get P20, P19, depends on his last sector. No, he's not improving at all. He's staying last. Mochan is coming. Mochan is not improving at all. Mochan is stopping with a disappointing P16. Zontag is coming. It's a pretty good time. Is going to 18. Boyman is not able to start lap. For Zontag, it was a good time from his perspective. Fitzwater won't really improve at all. Hutter is not improving either. Bennett is not improving at all. I can't believe that nobody is improving. Maybe Sermon can show us something. Sermon at the moment, I can't really find him. No. Soga can either. What's up, guys? Nobody can improve at the fourth wave. It's a bit of shame. Soga is at P2 at the moment, which is really good for him, and he can be grateful. McCarthy is coming, and McCarthy is not improving. Nobody improved. It's a bit disappointment for me, but that means Zachary Fitzwater took pole position, and because Fitzwater took the pole position, we have the 9th pole sitter. I will count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly. Zachary Fitzwater is the 9th pole sitter of the season, which is a big achievement. This is a big achievement for him, for the team, and for the series as well. That so many different drivers can get so many pole positions. This also describes the car are pretty equal, and you guys can see the places, the positions on the screen now. And if you don't mind it, I won't read it because you open the eyes and you can see the names. It's pretty easy. And that was all the qualifying. I hope everyone enjoyed. Tomorrow we are coming with the race. Fitzwater from pole position. Soga is coming from second place, so it will be really exciting, mainly because Soga is the second in the championship. So I would like to thank you for the watching and the views and everything for the spectators and the viewers. We are coming tomorrow at 8 p.m., so that's the Central European time. The race before the last gonna start tomorrow at 8 p.m. I hope lots of people gonna join for this conversation. I meant broadcast. But for today, see you guys, see you tomorrow, and goodbye.